Yahusha chapter 24. And Yahusha gathered all the tribes of Israel to Shechem, and called for the elders of Israel, and for their heads, and for their judges, and for their officers. And they presented themselves before Yah. And Yahusha said to all the people, Thus said Yah, power of Israel, long ago your fathers dwelt beyond the river Terah, the father of Abraham and the father of Nahor, and they served other mighty ones. So I took your father Abraham from beyond the Jordan, and caused him to go through all the land of Canaan, and multiplied his offspring, and gave him Yitzchak. And to Yitzchak I gave Jacob and Esau, and to Esau I gave the mountains of Seir to possess. And Jacob and his children went down to Mitzrayim. And then I sent Moshe and Aharon, and plagued Mitzrayim, as I did in their midst, and afterward I brought you out. And I brought your fathers out of Mitzrayim, and you came to the sea. And the Mitzrayim's pursued your fathers with chariots and horsemen to the sea of reeds. And they cried out to Yah, and he put thick darkness between you and the Mitzrayim's, and brought the sea upon them and covered them. And your eyes saw what I did in Mitzrayim, and you dwelt in the wilderness a long time. And I brought you into the land of the Amorites, who dwelt beyond the Jordan, and they fought with you, but I gave them into your hand, and you possessed their land, and I destroyed them from before you. And Balak, son of Zippor, sovereign of Moab, rose up and fought against Israel, and sent and called for Balaam, son of Beor, to curse you. And I refused to listen to Balaam, so he continued to bless you, and I deliver you out of his hand. And you passed over the Jordan, and came to Jericho. And the masters of Jericho, the Amorite, and the Perizzite, and the Canaanite, and the Hittite, and the Girgashite, and the Hivite, and the Jebusite, fought against you, but I gave them into your hand. And I sent the hornet before you, which drove them out from before you. Also the two sovereigns of the Amorites, but not with your sword or with your bow. I gave you a land for which you did not labor, and cities which you did not build, and you dwell in them. You eat of the vineyards and olive trees which you did not plant. And now fear Yah, serve him in perfection and in truth, and put away the mighty ones which your fathers served beyond the river and in Mitzrayim, and serve Yah. And if it seems evil in your eyes to serve Yah, choose for yourselves this day whom you are going to serve, whether the mighty ones which your fathers served that were beyond the river, or the mighty ones of the Amorites, in whose land you dwell. But I and my house, we serve Yah. And the people answered and said, Far be it from us to forsake Yah, to serve other mighty ones. For Yah our power is he who has brought us and our fathers up out of the land of Mitzrayim, from the house of bondage, who did those great signs before our eyes, and has guarded us in all the way that we went, and among all the people through whom we passed. And Yah drove out from before us all the people, even the Amorites who dwelt in the land. We too serve Yah, for he is our power. Then Yahusha said to the people, You are not able to serve Yah, for he is a set-apart power. A jealous El is he. He does not bear with your transgression and with your sins. And if you forsake Yah, and shall serve mighty ones of a stranger, then he shall turn back and do you evil and consume you, after he has been good to you. And the people said to Yahusha, No, but we do serve Yah. Then Yahusha said to the people, You are witnesses against yourselves, that you have chosen Yah for yourselves to serve him. And they said, Witnesses. And now put away the mighty ones of the stranger which are in your midst, and incline your heart to Yah, power of Israel. And the people said to Yahusha, Yah our power we serve, and his voice we obey. And Yahusha made a covenant with the people that day, and laid them a law and a right ruling in Shechem. Then Yahusha wrote these words in the book of the Torah of Yah. And he took a large stone and set it up there under the oak that was by the set-apart place of Yah. And Yahusha said to all the people, See, this stone is a witness to us, for it has heard all the words of Yah which he spoke to us. and it shall be a witness against you, lest you die against your power. And Yahusha sent the people away, each to his own inheritance. And after these events, it came to be that Yahusha, son of Nun, the servant of Yah, died 110 years old, and they buried him within the border of his inheritance at Timnath Serah, which is in the mountains of Ephraim, on the north side of Mount Gaash. And Israel served Yah all the days of Yahusha, and all the days of the elders who outlived Yahusha, who had known all the works of Yah which he had done for Israel. And the bones of Joseph, which the children of Israel had brought up out of Mitzrayim, they buried at Shechem, in the plot of ground which Jacob had brought from the son of Hamor, the father of Shechem, for 100 kesitah, and which had become an inheritance of the children of Joseph. And Eleazar, son of Aharon, died, and they buried him in a hill that belonged to Phinehas his son, which was given to him in the hill country of Ephraim.